Welcome back to another Let's Talk Anime episode. This time I'll be talking about Sekirei and Sekirei Pure Engagement. Please leave now if you don't want spoilers. Sekirei was originally a manga series by Sakuraku Gokurakuin. I hope I pronounced that right. Later on, 7 arcs turned it into an anime which was eventually English dubbed by the one and only Funimation in 2008. The series isn't nearly as popular as other titles, but it is a really good one. The plot is set in Tokyo in 2020, where our main character, or as I like to trope him, the loser guy of the anime, Minato Sahashi, has failed his college entrance exam for a second time. Yeah, that'd be a pretty big bummer. He's not good with the ladies, he's unemployed and picked on by his family. Great life, huh? Thing is, Minato is actually quite smart. He just gets pressured easily. In other words, he doesn't do well with pressure. One day, Minato meets Musubi, a Sekirei who quite literally falls out of the sky at him while trying to escape a couple of lightning girls, the twins of the anime, who, well, we'll get to that later. The basic part is each of these Sekirei are in search of their Ashikabi, who, upon finding them, forms a contract through mucosal contact. Yep, you got it. They have to kiss to emerge. Once the contract is formed, Ashikabi and Sekirei are part of what's called the Sekirei Plan, where they must compete in life-threatening battles. When any Sekirei is defeated, they are taken away from their Ashikabi forever and are eliminated from the game. Minato gradually gains more Sekirei, creating the typical anime harem where all the girls are fighting over the poor guy. Backtracking, in the first couple of episodes, Minato gets thrown out of his apartment for helping Musubi, and they begin living at Maison Izumo, a boarding house owned by Miya Asama, who we learn more about as the series goes on. A lot of the story takes place around Maison Izumo and other parts of the futuristic Tokyo. Alright, now, what I like about this anime. I really like the story in general. The concept of sci-fi mixed with anime you generally can't go wrong with. Of course, there are exceptions, but yeah. I love the idea of a battle of love with lots of action-packed battles and kick-ass girls with awesome powers. Another thing I love about this is the voice acting. I believe strongly that everyone was well cast for this. Even so, I have my most favorite cast person in this one, and that is Chuck Huber, who plays Hiroto Minaka, or the Game Master of the Sekirei Plan. Sorry if anyone disagrees, but his voice is just too perfect for this part. I must also add that Sayori Hayami makes a wonderful Musubi in the Japanese dub. Each of the characters has their own spice and something that makes me love them. I think, all around, this is a very well done anime. Now for what I dislike. Between watching the first season in English and the second in subs, I have to say I hate how much they drag out the story in the anime. Unless they plan for a quicker production, they shouldn't have such long episodes with such little things happening. I'm not saying I want them to rush it by any means, but I think by the end of Pure Engagement they weren't much farther than the last season, only like one stage farther. I want to see the finale for Minaka's sake! Now, as I kind of went over, I only watched the first season in English, so I can't quite cover the Japanese dub for that season. Another problem is with Pure Engagement, I only watched the subs, so I can only judge so much there as well. Personally, between the dubs, I can't choose. From what I've seen, the story is completely the same between the dub and the sub, and yes, I did a teeny bit of research. Not only that, but the voice acting is beautiful. I could listen to it for hours and still flail happily from it. Dubbing aside, now for the characters. Oh my god. I will tell you right now, I cannot choose favorites with these lovely ladies of this anime. You've got Musubi, who's just so honest and hardworking, yet cute at the same time. Then you have Kusuno, or Ku, who is just so freaking adorable that you just want to huggle her. But she's also, like the others, jealous, and yet it's cute when she's angry. Matsu's the smart one, and mostly a support character, but she's still a good person, even if she's a bit creepy at times. You still love her lots. Tsukumi. Dear God, some people find the way she talks annoying, but for me, nope. I freaking love that she has a Shakespearean edge to her voice. It makes her sound smart, and she kind of reminds me of Catherine in Taming of the Shrew a little. If you couldn't tell, I like Shakespeare. Then there's Kazehana, the drunk lady, yet awesome one at the same time. There's Homura, who we don't know that she's a she until way late, when she's, because she's introduced as a male. Spoiler alert! And then, another of my favorites, Mia Asama. Her and her demon head make me die every time. Love her! You've gotta love Minaka. It's freaking Chuck Huber. Then Jamie Marchi's character in this series is Uzume. Second season made me cry like a baby. Sheena is the cutest lolly boy ever. And then, of course, we've got the mains, the other mains, like Minato, he's okay, but, and then the twins, and just too many great and unforgettable characters. God, I love them all. Even the bad guys, quote unquote. Now on to discovery points. I discovered this anime through my boyfriend, who watched some of it and told me I'd like it. So I watched a few episodes and watched the rest of the first season on my own. Once I heard Pure Engagement was coming out in English on DVD, I watched it in Japanese via Funimation's channel on YouTube. Needless to say, the storyline, characters, voice acting, etc., it had me hooked. I didn't get all, OMG, I must write fanfiction and draw this and blah blah blah, but it's still a really great series that deserves more recognition than it has. I would definitely recommend this to people, and I do hope to enjoy the second season in English someday, when I can afford it. Thanks for watching, and look forward to my next episode of Let's Talk Anime, in which I will be reviewing one of the most beautiful animes I have ever seen. Peace out.